Welcome to part 6 of this beginner walkthrough of Component.Studio. So far we've got 2 sets of card layouts and their datasets ready to go. We just need 2 more sets to go before we're ready to export. This time I'll prep the receptacle cards for the game. It's the same process using poker-sized cards, so I'll condense a lot of this process. Alright, here on the game page we can see the 2 existing card sets created before. To add another, just like before, I need to click Add Design in the upper right corner, fill out the name, select the poker deck component, create new dataset, and leave the back type on single, and create. And that brings up the now familiar default design screen, where I can start laying out the image and text fields that will make up the card. I'm going to load up one of the face images as a guide. I'll just use the default image field here, navigate the images, and find this one called Face A. I'll go ahead and move this layer to the bottom of the stack right now. Before I was using the contain setting for the object fit, but I'm going to try none this time since these face images are already the correct size for the component. Okay, almost there. How about trying the center on button and telling it to center this layer to the overall design? Yeah, there we go, that worked. Now, to start laying out these fields and linking them to the cells in the dataset, just like before. I'll use this default text for the card name. I'll drag that layer to the top, then hop over here to the dataset and change the name to dumpster. And also this time, I'll remember to input the quantity as I fill out the dataset, just to make things a little easier down the road. And for the dumpster card, that number is 6. Okay, now I'll make this default description field the visible trash number. Then drag it up. Oh, I have to turn on the drag and move to resize first. There we go. Let's get that into position. And I'll stick a number in there to work with for now. And adjust this a bit and find the text formatting tab to center it up in the text box. Mess with the font size here under Style Overrides. And just duplicate that for the next number, which I'll just call contained trash, I guess. And then a little box right here to indicate the max capacity. And before I get too far ahead of myself, I'll add some columns in the dataset to catch up. There we go, added visible trash, contained trash, and max capacity columns. And actually for visible trash, I just changed the name of the default description column. And I also did a little rearranging to keep the image column there after the name column the way that I'd like it arranged. And actually in the process of doing that, I somehow made the number fields blank. And it took me a few minutes to figure out what I'd done. When I fiddled around with the renaming and rearranging the columns, I think I deleted the original default description field instead of just renaming it the way I intended. And this broke the link to that original cell, and because the other 2 cells are just duplicates, they went blank as well. So once I kind of realized what I'd done, all I did to fix it was point these text fields to their new cells in the dataset. Now, this max capacity text needs a little love here. And since the word max will be there on every one of these, I can make it explicit and let the dataset just feed the number in. Like that. And the receptacles have a defense power that goes right here. Oh, yeah, occasionally this happens. I'm not sure what causes it. I'll get a little lag or glitch or something, and the element I'm trying to drag around and resize just gets stuck to the cursor. I've moved past it by just closing and reopening the browser and returning to Component.Studio. There, no worries. Didn't even lose much progress. I'll get the defense power gussied up here and add a column in the dataset for it. And I can actually just replace the name of the max capacity column by typing in this new name right here. Sometimes there's more than one way to do a thing, which is nice. Alright, next we've got the modifiers, the attributes on critter cards that can subtract from the receptacle defense number. I need to accommodate 2 lines for these actually, within this little black banner here. I wonder if I can do that within the same text box though. Let's see. I'll just start by duplicating this max capacity text, then changing the text color in the override section. Oops, wrong box. Okay, change that to white. There we go. I'll adjust the bounding box, adjust the alignment and size. Now I'll make a column for each possible line of attributes here. Call them A and B. Now, will this work? Can I just change this one? Defense reduction A, and then hit enter for the next line, and row.defense reduction B? Oh, it worked. Awesome. I wasn't sure if my logic was sound there, but this time at least it worked. Alright, now all we have left is the image of the receptacle itself. Add image layer, rename it, add column in the dataset, rename it, and I think I'll actually rearrange that column. There we go. Yep, that feels good. And I'll just input the dumpster in this one. Now I'll tell this to point at row.receptacle underscore image and adjust this a bit. That should be fine for now. We'll see how the other images display with those settings and adjust as needed. Now to pop over to the data set and add rows and fill out the cells. Oh, and of course the trash bin has only one defense reduction attribute. So I'll change the vertical alignment of that text field to be top aligned. Next is trash bag. Oh, actually, let's count the trash bins first before I get ahead of myself. There are 6. I'll just drop 6 in that quantity. All right. Oh, trash bag actually does not have a max capacity like I thought. Well, I didn't account for this. Let's see. I think for now the simplest way to handle this, at least for me, is since this set of cards is small enough to manage, I'll just handle this in the dataset instead of hardwiring the word max in the design. So I'll delete max here, then go to the first 2 cards in the dataset and just type it in. That way I can just leave the cell blank in the dataset on the cards that don't have a max capacity, which now I know there are 2 cards for which that is the case. Next thing, I just realized there are in fact 10 trash bin cards in the game, so I'll just fix that now. Okay, let's flip through these and just check everything's good. Yeah, all is well. Excellent. And that's it for the receptacle cards. We're there. We did it. Next time, we'll set up the dump cards, the dump defense cards, and the pile card. There are considerably fewer of these, so we should be able to get through them in one video. Thanks for joining me again on this walkthrough, and I'll see you next time.